Okie dokie. Are we live? We are live. We are definitely live. Hello and welcome, everyone. Hello and welcome, everybody, to the stream. I'll give a few minutes for everyone to get in here, and I just sort out some of this stuff that needs to be sorted out real fast. And we just get right. Put you over there for a minute and stop you. We're just going to turn you off. Okay. All right. Okie dokie. So, testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Yep, we are definitely live. People can hear us. We're going out. Yes, this is a brand new package, just arrived. I was about to go to work this morning, and then I was told this was coming today, so I thought, well, I better wait until it arrives, and then we'll do the unboxing, and then I'll go to work very shortly, because I'm getting very hungry and I've got bills to pay. So hopefully, anyway, if you like my videos, if you like my stream, please subscribe. Also watch me on YouTube, Frosty Nut on YouTube, and subscribe, like, comment, all that sort of stuff. Put the notification bell on, all that stuff that makes my videos get out to more and more people, so that we can see. So what you can see here is a brand new package has arrived, guys. This is from Rowsfire. They've sent me out a brand new package. And this, I think, will be the A109. So it'll be very interesting to see this. And I'll do a YouTube video on this as well, a little while as well. For now, I've just fired up Flight Sim 2024, just for the fact of testing this product out. Now, I do have another camera, and I'm just going to see if I can add that camera into the mix. It's not a very good camera. It's a basic camera, but might give you a bit of an insight. Let's see if we can add a new one. Just call it Cam 3 for now. Okay. Let's see, not that one. I think it's that one. Okay. Now, where are you? You didn't come on. Where are we? Cam 3. See if I can get this camera to work. Which should be coming up. Why is it not coming up? Bigger. The configuration works. The camera's not coming up. It is the right one. Little blue flicker. I saw a little blue flicker on the camera, meaning it should be accessing it. Deactivate. Activates. Yeah, there's a little blue flicker trying to come through, but I don't think it's activating for some reason. Right. And maybe I'll have to try and access it in Chroma Cam in a sec. Will I get this? Try to get this working. Oh, did that? No, that didn't come up. Okay, one sec. Chroma Cam. Try and camera as soon as we're connected. Right, no, that's fine. I'm going to try and close Chroma Cam. See if I can get this camera to come back up now. Still doesn't want to come online. All right, let me just see. Task manager. See if we can shut this Chroma Cam down again completely. Where are you? Oh, what's that? Adobe Acrobat. Something there, not right. Oh, where are you? Chroma Cam, background services, end task. Right, I think that should be right. I don't know. I'll find out in a sec, won't I? Let's go over here to the camera again, see if we can get it to activate. It just doesn't want to kick in, does it? All right. Okie dokie. I might have to get rid of that chroma cam. It's a shame because I actually did like it at one stage. It was a good program at one stage, but not that good anymore, really. Especially if you got more than one camera. If you got two cameras, it's not very good. But let's see if I can get. Where's the damn settings on that thing again? Settings. Camera. Change that to that camera. Let's see if we can get it to activate now. It still doesn't want to activate. Well, that's a shit. Unfortunately. Bit of a problem, but well. Yeah, don't know why. Just can't get this little camera. Used to work. Can't get this little camera to work now. I might have to go downstairs and grab my other camera that's linked onto my 3D printer at the moment. Might work better. This one just definitely does not. Oh, no camera sensor connect. Go settings, plug in camera. Well, I did that. I'll try unplugging it and plugging it back in first. Hang on. Nope. She don't want to work. Let's try to change that over to that camera. No, it definitely doesn't want to work. All right. I will go and get my other camera. Oh, hang on. It's loading up again. See what happens. Gonna work this time? No, still says no camera. All right. That's fine. I will just go and get my other camera. 1 second. I'll be right back. Okie dokie. Let's try this. See if this little camera works that I've got. Get this one to activate. There we go. That one works. Easy enough. All right. Just not very good on the focus, but I'll try and focus that a bit better. Just try and put that somewhere where you can actually see what's going on a little bit better. All right. I'll just try and clip it behind that maybe. There you go. It's easier. Now let's see if I can focus the thing. Of course, that's the tricky bit, isn't it? Trying to focus it. Camera control, focus. It's not a great camera. It's a pretty shitty one, really. Wow. Doesn't even want to focus very well. It really doesn't want to focus very well. Anything else I can do to prove that? That's really out of focus, isn't it? It really is. That's a really crappy camera. Yeah, no, that's such a crappy camera. It really just doesn't. Oh, hang on. There's a focus ring on there. I've never noticed. Ah. I didn't notice that before. There's a focus ring on the bloody thing. Okay, there we go. Now you can see better. Let's put that back up there. Oh, that's better. Yeah, now you can see better. Yeah, that's much better. Now you can sort of see there's a manual focusing ring on the thing. Try again. Sharpen that up. There we go. Oh, that's much better. All right. Okie dokie. Now we can see what's going on with the package. And you can see the sim in the background. All right, cool. So let's resize that a little bit and put it over here. I'll just try and work out some basic camera stuff for you. There we go. That seems better. All right, we'll lock that one down there. So, okay, now you can see the package in front of me that has arrived this morning. We're all good to go. All right, let's get this rocking and rolling. Now, in order to get anywhere, of course, we need to make sure that we've got our sim running. We've got MobiFlight ready, standing by. So we're going to get this one unboxed. This, I believe, is the A109 from Rowsfire, the brand new A109 version 3. So I'm very happy to receive this. Thank you, Rowsfire. They sent this to me for a review and to show you guys that they are improving their products, that their quality is getting better and better and better. And a very proud supporter of Rowsfire. I'm also a proud supporter of Wing and also a proud supporter of SL3 Simulations. So don't get me wrong. I love all those three guys and the developers behind all the products as well. Now, I don't get SL3 products sent to me for free for review, and I don't get Wing products sent to me free for review either. But I am on the Rowsfire customer support team for Australia. So I'm very, very proud to receive these products and test them and show you for you guys just how good they are getting and just how good they are. Still bubble wrap. I've got to say, the packaging alone is really good for shipping. Not only do they have the box with it's all protected inside, the product is fully protected inside, they bubble wrap the outside of the box before it's in the final sleeve. Now that is just excellent because that's extra protection for the box and everything, because we know how some shipping companies can be and how they handle products. So kudos for Rowsfire. Well done. Thumbs up for that one. For making sure that all the products arrive very safe. All right. So I'll get this off here. All right. All right. And we're going to cut away these strips. I like to keep the bubble wrap. You never know when you might need it. It's always good to have extra bubble wrap around the place when you need it. Okay, and here it comes. All right, so we have a little after sales service card reminder card, which has some information on the back as well. Dear customer, and just to say, it says after you submit the relevant issue information according to the guidelines, we'll promptly match you with an appropriate solution based on the information provided. So if you have any issues, that's what people like me and Rowsfire and that are all for, is to help you get the most out of your products. All right, let's put that aside. Again, the box, very nice box, shrink wrapped, of course. So again, it's all looks very good. I love these boxes. They're absolutely brilliant the way that they've designed these boxes. Shrink wrapped, very nice, well protected. You can tell that there's no issue with that at all. Let's go into, I'll go through the back here. I'll just do a little slice on the shrink wrap there. All right, a little slice there. Keep up the good work, Rowsfire. This is really, really impressive. I'm very happy to get these products to review, and hopefully you guys out there will see how good the products can be, and then you can compare them to others on the market like Wing, SL3, Java simulations, all the other manufacturers, SimGauge, Scalaki, anyone else who makes these products. You can compare them for yourself and decide which one you prefer to go with, because I'm not here pardon me, I am not here to tell you what product you should buy. I'm not here to tell you that you should buy the Rowsfire. I'm not here to tell you that you should buy SL3 or should buy Wing or whatever. I'm here to simply give you a honest review. I'm not paid. I'm not subsidized by Rowsfire for any of these reviews. They send me the product. I give my honest opinion, my honest review, and you guys can take it from there. It's as simple as that. So at the end of the day, everything comes down to dollars, as well as quality. Now, we all know SL3 quality. We all know Wing quality. We all know Thrustmaster quality. We all know Scalaki quality and Java quality and all these others. Rowsfire are a new company. They're starting up. They're basically been out now for a little while, and they're getting into more and more of this, and they're learning from mistakes, and they're learning fast, and they're developing and redeveloping. So it all comes down to not only the quality of the product, usability of the product, but also comes down to the price as well. Some people would prefer to go with Wing. Some people would prefer to go with SL3, Scalaki, whatever. That's all well and good. Unfortunately, not everybody has the budget that we'd like to get everything else. So if we can get quality at a reasonable price, then that's what we'll do. All right, let's open this up. Very nice little box. All right, and excuse me for a second. Sorry, got a bit of a dry throat. Okay, so what do we have in here? We have a little bag of nuts. Interesting enough. I have no idea why we have a little bag of nuts, but we have a little bag of nuts. Or that might be something that's sent to me for a repair of another unit, because they might have included that for me just for repair. I don't know. I know they'll be sending me some units for repair or something soon if they need them. We have product instruction manual. Now this is new. This is new. It looks very good. It's got a Q code on the back for rowsfire.com for the community. But it's an actual little booklet. So let's have a look at this little booklet. Table of contents. Let's see. Okay, Rowsfire brand profile. All about the brand. Rowsfire brand profile continued. Product usage precautions. That's very interesting. That's very good. Little information there about precautions that you should be aware of. All right, cool. Product usage precautions. Yeah, okay, a bit of a guideline there. Usage precautions. This is a well put together booklet. This is a very well put together booklet. Lots of pictures in there as well, because pictures sometimes make it easy. Lots of information on how to connect it, for those of you who don't know. Product installation guide. Okay. Very, very good so far. I'm liking it so far. Installation guide examples, again, with more easy to follow pictures. For those who may not be aware, device driver loading, setup. Looks like it covers everything you need to know. Even FSUI PC, hardware testing, software issues, troubleshooting, configuration files. We've still got Q codes for the aircraft configuration files in the booklet, which really we don't need the QR codes. We really just need the links to the files, because QR codes are very difficult to work with on the computer. All right for phones, but on computers they're rather difficult to work with. So I'm not a fan of Q codes unless it's something you're going to scan for your phone and your phone only. However, we do have all the Q codes as well for the various Rowsfire groups, including Australia, which is where I am. Guarantees, global service, sales service teams, which I'm on, and contact information. All the contact information, which is really good. Yep. Personnel recruitment, distribution recruitment. A nice put together booklet, but I do still say get rid of the QR codes for the configuration files because it's very difficult to get a hold of them. Again, they have included the QR code, typical thing, but you know, we don't like that. After receiving the goods, scan the QR code. QR code contains the drive files and that. We really don't need that. Okay, we got a USB cable. Another good, very long USB. This is another thing I do like about Rowsfire. They don't just give you any USB cable. They give you a high performance USB cable. I think that's generation 3 because it's got the red. But it's a long one. It's not a short one. And that's a good thing because sometimes your part might be mounted a long way away from your hub. I'd have to say that this cable, okay, let's see. I got my arm stretched out wide and it's still got sagginess, so it's a good 2 meters or more of length of cable. So excellent, Rowsfire. That is a really impressive thing to have, is a good quality and good length on the USB cable. All right, usual little foam pad that covers the item, and here it is. And I'm just going to pop it out now. And of course, as always too, Rowsfire product is in a protective bag, as you can see. All right, let's pull out the product, and here it is. All right, I'll put the bag back in there. I'll put the foam back in there. I'll put that back in there. All right, again, I don't know why they've sent me these little screws. They're not needed on here that I can see. I think they're for another item that they're going to be sending me for repair. I think they just included them in the box there for me so that when the unit arrives I can simply repair it, but I'll find out why. Okay, so looking at the unit, let's move the box aside. We no longer need the box. Okay, first impression, very nice. Very nice. That's my first impression looking at it. Very nice. We've got the knobs on here for the brightness controls. We've got the eCam switching. I would say that these knobs may be not the best looking, but they function all right. They function nicely, actually. But they're quite okay. The quality is good. The quality is improved on the knobs. Have you gone to resin printers now, like I suggested, Rowsfire? Did you use a resin printer for those? Because they do look resin printed. They don't look 3D printed, but it might be that you've just dialed up the quality better. All right. As for the buttons, there's a nice click on them. A very nice click on the buttons. They have a very nice click, nice feel to them. The knobs feel nice, very nice. All the switching feels nice. Okay, the text, engraved text, is all correct that I can see. So I can't see any issue there. Visa holes on the back again, and the USB mount is on the rear at the top. Now that will be an issue though for desktop mounting. It might have been better coming off somewhere in the middle, or maybe on the top parts along here for this unit, because they've got it so that you can mount it in your pedestal, and henceforth that'll be the reason why they've got that up the top there, so that you can mount it in your pedestal and it's one complete unit. But I don't have a pedestal. I only have desktop at the moment that I'm working on. So if that's lying flat on my desk, the USB won't work. So I have to find another way to do this. So I think for my desktop setup, I'm going to need a stand. That's what I will need, is a stand for it, I think. For me to have that as a desktop. Or I'm going to need to print off... 1 second. Can't think where I've got it now. All right, I might have to print something off to hold that up. However, I'll work on that one as I come around to it. But overall, it feels good. It feels very solid. I think if that's acrylic on top, it is acrylic on top still, but that's got a really nice solid feel to it. That is really, really solid feel to it. Right. Let's turn these knobs down. As I say, that looks really nice, guys. It feels good. It's got some weight to it. Definitely got a metal frame case to it. So it's got the Visa holes on the back as well, so you could Visa mount it. But this is designed for pedestals. That's why you've got the Jesus holes. Nothing loose in there that I can hear. Yeah. Got the logo on the back. Rowsfire made in China logo. I'm really impressed with it so far. All right, let's plug it in. I've unplugged my 105 and I've got some angled USB plugs that I bought to try and help out rather than have the straight ones. I might suggest to Rowsfire to put some angled ones in. But let's plug this in. How am I going to do this so you guys can see? All right, we'll just turn it around this way and I'll just lean it on that angled plug for now. Let's see if I can just pull this out a bit. All right, pull this out a bit so you guys can see. All right, there we are. All right, let's try and see now if we can set this up. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my Phoenix. I'm going to just go to, I'm doing a flight around the world at the moment, so I'm just going to set myself up. I'm in a 321. As you can see, I'm just going to set myself up at my last departure airport, or my last arrival airport, which was UBB B, because I'm doing a flight around the world. And I'm just going to put myself at the gate that I was last at, that I arrived at. I think that was the one, wasn't it? UBBB, or was it... I'm sure it was C8. That's where I was. Okay, so we're just going to go to that gate. Now, we'll wait till we get into the aircraft, and we'll see what we can do. All right. All right. We'll just put ourselves in the cockpit. All right, I'll make it daytime so that everyone can see better. We'll turn that off. Okay, turn that off. Custom. There we go. That'll do. All right. Okay, so daytime. Good. Okay. Let's fire up now. I've got my A105 unplugged, so we'll just fire up Moby Flight. And actually, I'll run my pop-out manager because I'll just start my pop-out manager because I've got a screen in front of me that I can see all my instruments on my desktop one. And that way it will help me see what's going on here. All right. Now we'll just come back into the cockpit here. Oh, we're going to have to turn the, where are we? We're going to have to do, is it shift 5 or, there we are. That one will do. Can I move the camera a little bit more? There we are. All right. There we are. We can see that better. All right. Now, on with Moby Flight. I'm just going to let it load up into what we've got. So, everything but the A105. So I'm just going to remove the A105. Remove that. And the A105. I'm just going to remove that for now. All right. And that way we just have the modules we have. Now let's have a look at the modules. A109 V3. Now, what do I tell you guys to do all the time when you get a new product? What do I tell you to do? You should know this by now. Save the configuration. All right, so we've got it highlighted. So all of these ones are plugged in at the moment. We've got it highlighted, and all we do is go to save. And I'm going to come back over to my Moby Flight area, and I'm going to make a new folder. I'm going to go A109, all right, and I'm going to make a new folder in here, and I'm going to call this the module. This is how I back mine up. You can back yours up any way you like, and I'm going to create another folder which will be the config. Okay, so in the module one, this is the module one I'm backing up. I'm going to back that up so that if anything goes wrong, I've got it there to recover. Okay, that's done. All right, so now we need the code. We need the file, don't we? We need the configuration file. Now, because I've only received the QR code, I'm going to have to do it the old way and see if I can get that. So bear with me a second while I try and do this. Really hate doing it this way, but anyway. As I've said to Rowsfire many times, they should have sent me the link by now anyway, but they didn't. They are sending the links out now by email, but they should have already sent me the link, but they didn't. So we'll just have to do it the old way. Right. Okay, configuration files. Now, do I have... Now, wait a minute. I might do this way. See if I can. I don't know how to, if I can do it this way. Copy the link. Wait a minute. I'm going to try something here. A little bit unorthodox. Right. Now, wait a minute. This is why I don't like the QR code. It's kind of awkward, but I'm going to try and do something along the lines here of emailing myself. Emailing myself the actual link. See if I can do this. Okay, try that. All right, send that to my thing. This might be the best way to do it. I don't really know for sure, but it's the way I'm going to try and do it. My monitor is flipped a little bit to the side. Ooh. Monitor's a little bit off. That's why. Okay. Yeah, right now. Just bear with me a second. I'll quickly do this. Get my email. Come on, where'd you go? It did go to it. I did send it, didn't I? Make sure I sent it. Maybe I didn't send it. Okay, hang on. Come back. Try sending it again. Might take a second or two. I'm going from my email to my email. So we'll see if we can get that come in. That's the only thing I don't like about it. While I'm just waiting on that, try something else actually. Hey Astral, how you going, mate? Right, hang on a second. I'll just pop that over there. Let me just see if I can actually find. Give me a second. I might not be able to see the chat for a sec, mate. I'm just trying to locate something. A bit of a pain in the bum. No, can't do it that way. All right, just wait and see if I can get this to come in real quick. Where'd you go? Send items. I send it. Yeah, I send it. Okay, wait a minute. If I click on that now, here we go. Here we go. Now I can do it. All right. No preview available. Download. All right. Download. Okay. And I'm going to save it to my Moby Flight config. I can't see the chat at the moment. Sorry. Bear with me. Profiles. Rowsfire A109 config. All right. So they got one here that says full. Now, if I can go back, I'd have to see if I can go backwards on that. I'm not sure if I can go backwards on that, but I'll try. Unable to? No. All right. So I'm going to have to do it manually. All right. Okay, so yeah, where? I don't know, but I'm going. You going? Okay, mate. Well, I'm just doing this unboxing review before I have to go. This is beautiful, this Ecamm unit. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's see if I can get that a little bit more on the camera. Get on there, camera. Something like that. This is absolutely beautiful unit. All right, we just got to try and get it working. So now, in my Moby Flight, I just want to check that that QR code had two. I want to see if I can send the link just directly though. Yeah, do that. Now let's see if I can copy that link. Which I can copy to clipboard and now do a send on that one. Right, do a new mail to the subject Rowsfire. Yep, spell properly. Rowsfire link and paste. Send. Now, if I go to my email over here, come over to where I just have the sent items, go on the top one and click on the link again. Copy that actually. Copy that. Copy and now open that in a browser. Bear with me a second, guys. Okay, Open that in the browser. Paste that. Go okay. There we are. That's better. That's the easiest way to do it. All right. So here we are. Now we have our Rowsfire. Okay, so we've got Ecamm English tutorial. I don't think I need to worry about that. Tutorial on using that. Software we don't need. Configuration file. So there was 2 in here that I noticed. October 16 and November 10. Oh, so I just downloaded the old one, October 16. I think looks like they've updated it a little bit. Full size Ecamm November 10 32. Okay, so they've got 3 files in here, so you wouldn't know which one was correct. Interesting. All right, I'll download all of them. And I will figure out which one is the better one. But yeah, strange. Why have you got 3 config files sitting there, guys? That is going to be confusing for a lot of people. You need to sort out which is the correct one and delete the old ones, please. All right, so we've got those. That's fine. All right, so now over in the Moby Flight, we're going to add from existing projects. Going to go to my A109 configs, and I'll just go with the last one I saw, which said full size, because you got these other ones here. So there was that one which was November 10. This is November 10. They're different file sizes, and that was the October 16 one. So all right, so I'm just going to try this one, the A109 full size Ecamm. I'm just going to load that one in. Okay, so I'm going to select that and I'm going to assign it to the A109. The Ecamm plus switching to the Rowsfire A109. Assign. Okay. Right, so now we've got that one assigned. Okay, I'll just do a little test on the thing, make sure it's highlighted, and we'll do a test and we should see the lights go across. There we are. They still went with orange LEDs. I actually suggested green LEDs because there's always a lot of orange. It looks pretty good though. The red one lights up red. I can't see any backlighting on. So that might come on with something else. I do see a little bit of light bleed through when it's selecting them, but you know, all in all, that's still not a big issue. All right, so we're going to run Moby Flight now, which will run all of my modules. I'm going to put that to the side, and using my A107, I'm going to turn move the A105 out of the way for a minute. Put that there, so we'll actually move it right out the way for a minute. I'm going to use that at the moment. Right, just yeah. And let's just turn the power on with the A107 overhead panel. All right. All right, we've got power coming on. We've got the red one is lit up already. Don't know why. Okay, I'm just waiting for things to settle down. I'm going to put the batteries on. Okay, so let's see if the knobs. Yep. Okay. Now the knobs. Okay. You can see there that the range of motion is not enough. So that might have to do with an adjustment in the configuration file. Turn this fully up, and you can see on the sim that it's not going all the way up. Let's turn it all the way up on the sim, and then see if we can turn it down on here. So it turns down all the way through there, but it's not going up all the way. So that's a configuration issue that I'm going to have to work on. Let's try the other one. Okay, it's also the same. So the range of movement is limited, very limited. However, we can see what's happening. It is affecting the brightness on the Ecamm. You can see there on the lower Ecamm, and that is supposed to be the upper, not the lower. So again, that's a configuration error. So I'll have to try the other configuration file and see if that solves that one. But definitely not the full range of movement there that should be. So I will, before I experiment with this file, I will actually try the other configuration files first and see if I can resolve that one. On the other side of the coin, if I can move this up a bit like that, I can. Why doesn't it drag down though? Oh yeah, it doesn't seem to want to drag down much. Interesting. My mouse is fine, isn't it? Doesn't want to drag down much. But anyway, let's see now about, we turn that up. Now that's interesting too. Now because they've got the off position, these don't have the clicking switch. They don't have the clicking off position, which I would have put a potentiometer in there for the click off and then up. But once this turns down to off, it seems to turns it off completely and then comes back into its test mode. So let's try that again. Let's turn it right down. Now I can see it adjusting on the screen on the sim there, but on my external window it doesn't. On my external window it's not adjusting any brightness there, so it's going to have no effect on a sim as such. On the pop-out window it's not affecting it on the pop-out window. So that's interesting. Let's turn it right off. The pop-out window now is turned off. Turned off on my screen here, and it's turned off on there. If I turn it back on, then it turns on the screen on the bottom and also the top, and they go back into their test mode. No, it depends, I guess, how long it's turned off for, but it's not affecting the brightness on my pop-out screen at all. So if people think that it's going to affect your pop-out screen, it's not. Right, so that's fine though. Doesn't really matter. Not too worried about those brightness controls at the moment. Let's have a look at the knobs. Are they moving? Okay, that's moving in the wrong direction and not moving at all in that one. Okay, again, that's a configuration error, not the product fault. It's a configuration error. Try the second one. Yeah, definitely a configuration error now, because when I move 2, it's moving 1. See that? There's definitely a configuration error. Guys, you've got to get this right beforehand. I'll try one of the other config files, but I think that they've just mucked up the actual config there. So that's an easy fix. All right, let's try number 3. Number 3 is still doing number 2 and 3, which is incorrect. Okay, well, that configuration file is at fault at 4. 4 is doing 3 and 4. Okay. Yeah, definitely a bit of a problem, but it is on my external screen. When it says Ecamm on ND, it is switching it over correctly, so that's a good thing. All right, so configuration error that I need to fix up there. Definitely need to fix that. All right, let's have a look at takeoff config. That's pushing it. That is pushing the button. That is correct. All right, let's have a look at the engine. Okay, that is changing and it is correct. Bleed, that is correct. Pressure, that is correct. Electrical, that is correct. Hydraulics is correct. Fuel is correct. All, we can see it now cycle through all. APU, or just do APU. Conditioning is probably not active when it's on the ground. Yeah, that's not active even there. Door, which we're already on, is highlighted. Wheel. Okay, wheel is not activating either at the moment. I think that's because it's not activating on the sim either, so I think that's because we're not set yet. Interesting, but I turn it there and it does come on. Let's go back over to move that camera out of the way for a minute. Conditioner. Okay, so they should activate on the ground. All right, so conditioner is going back to APU. Door, wheel. Okay, wheel is not, again, it's a configuration error then. Flight controls is also not working. Let's do it on the sim. And all. Let's try now if I turn that off. No. Let's recall. Status. Clear. Clear. Okay, and the emergency cancel is on. Lit up all the time. Okay, so there's definite configuration error there. So let's try the next configuration file. So we'll delete this one. We'll remove it. We're going to add new file from existing project. And I'm going to go with this one, which was their November 10. November 10, and that's 37 kilobytes. So we'll try that one. So let's add that in. 109. Assigning it again to the 109. Make sure it's assigned correctly. Assign. Go OK. And we're going to come back and we're just going to run Moby Flight again. Now Moby Flight's running. Now let's see what happens. Let's try the brightness controls first. Okay, that is correct now. The bottom one is correct. Let me just pull out a bit from there so we can see. So the brightness one, that's much better. Yep, much better. Doesn't turn it off now when it goes to the off, but that's fine. You're never really going to turn it off. So turning it up, turning it up, turning it up. Yes, we got full range of movement there. We just don't have the off, but that's oh yes we do. It has gone off. Just turning it down. Okay, but we do have the full range of movement. It's just come back on. So because we turned it off. Yep. Down, up, down, up. Yep, that one is fine. Let's try the other one. Down, up, down, up. Yep, full range of movement there, so that's really good. Definitely full range, so that's really good. Let's try the eCam switches. 1. Yes, that works fine. Don't need to worry about anything on that one. That's good. Oh, and we got the backlighting has now come on as well. So I think it was just that configuration file. Let's try number 2. Yep, there we go. Number 3. FO, middle, captain. Yep, excellent. And number 4. Excellent. Yep, there we go. So that's all correct. Okay, so now engine. We are on. Right, engine, there we are. APU. Alright, let's try bleed. Yep. Conditioner. There we go. Pressure. Door. Electrics. Wheel. Hydraulics. Flight controls. There we go. Fuel. And all. There we are. So, all working. Now you can just push all and cycle through them. And you can see that's fine. Clear, recall, status. Everything's working fine. Everything is working fine. There you go. Perfect. Takeoff config. Yep. And emergency cancel. Now that's lit up constantly. I don't know why, if that's meant to be lit up constantly. But when I push it, it says emergency cancel on in the status window up the top, right there. So that's pushing it, but it's always lit up. Now I don't know if that's always meant to be lit up, but it is. The backlighting looks really nice on it. Definitely like the backlighting, and everything's working. So all that was the configuration file. So if you get a hold of this product, make sure that you use the correct configuration file, and that was the one that was from November 10. So Rowsfire should delete the other ones. They should delete the other ones. So make sure that you only get that file. So don't get flustered if you've got the configuration file and it's suddenly not working. That's all it is. So there we are, guys. That is the Rowsfire A109 eCam switching panel. And I've got to honestly say, I like it. I like it a lot. It's definitely the addition to my cockpit that I've needed, and it definitely works 100% really well. So very highly recommend this product to everyone. Make sure you put the right configuration in. You won't have any issue with it. I like it, and it's going to feature now in my flights. So well done to you, Rowsfire, for this product. I give this a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, guys. 10 out of 10, definitely. Looks great, feels good, and it functions. So, as I say, I would have preferred green LEDs, but the Fenix is using yellow. Some models I've noticed actually use green LEDs. I know Wing, I think, have gone with green. I think Sandy's gone with green. And I was inclined to look at green, but the only thing that I would have liked too is the words to have a white behind them. So maybe a separation of the light there with the orange and white. But it works. It's backlit. You can turn them on, turn them off. It works very nicely. The knobs have a good feel to them. I won't be changing those or anything like that. So yeah, really, really nice product. Like I said, in my opinion, 10 out of 10. So do yourself a favor. If you're on a budget, get this unit. I like it. In someone's pedestal, that's going to take pride and place in a pedestal. There you go, guys. What do I think of it? Bonza, mate. Bonza. Absolutely. Well done, Rowsfire. You've definitely got the product that's going to make a lot of simmers happy. All right, guys, that's it for this stream.